In a major development, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to annex West Bank's Jordan Valley if re-elected. Netanyahu issued the controversial pledge earlier today, where he has promised that if he manages to secure a victory in the September 17 polls, he will annex the Jordan Valley in the occupied West Bank.
המפה שאני מציג כאן מבוססת על השטח שמערכת הביטחון הגדירה פעמיים, ב-2014 ושוב ב-2017.
Now, Netanyahu has said, and I quote, "If I receive from you, citizens of Israel, a clear mandate to do so, today I announce my intention to apply with the formation of the next government Israeli sovereignty over the Jordan Valley and the northern Dead Sea," unquote. The Israeli leader also put out a tweet a short while ago. It reads, and I quote, "Next week, I ask that you give me the power and vote in favor so that I apply Israeli sovereignty to the Jordan Valley immediately after the elections. This will be the first step in applying Israeli sovereignty to Judea and Samaria and other areas. For prosperity, give me the power to work for Israel's security." Now we have West Asia Bureau Chief Daniele Pagani joining us live from Jordan. Good evening to you, Daniele. This is, of course, a hugely controversial statement. What is the significance of this announcement?
Well, we have to take into consideration that the annexation of the settlements within the West Bank, so within the area that should be the Palestinian-controlled area, it's an evergreen of the Israeli election. But there is a difference this time, because Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that he has already had a word and had all planned with President Donald Trump, and one wouldn't call in consideration the President of the United States of America if there wasn't actually a plan behind it. Also, we have to take into account that Netanyahu is going to battle a very, very difficult election. He needs votes, particularly on the right wing of the Israeli population, and this theme is directly appealing exactly to that segment of population, particularly to the 500,000 people living within those areas that he is talking about. Israel has tried many times to annex these settlements, which I would like to remind have been declared illegal under international law because they were part of land conquered during military campaign, and the Geneva Convention does not allow a state to transfer population to parts of territories conquered by war. But the Israeli government has tried for many times to conquer these parts of land but never achieved it. Now it seems that the Israeli Prime Minister, together with the US administration, is determined to do so.
Daniele, is this simply campaigning, or as you have hinted that this might have to be taken much more seriously? And then what could the repercussions be?
Well, I'll start with your second part of the question. The repercussions can be very dangerous. Why so? These means if at all these will eventually happen after the election, and if Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu wins the election, which is absolutely not to be taken as a fact, but if that happens, the entire Arab world will be facing a dilemma of either doing anything or doing something to support the Palestinian quest for an independent nation, or just to accept the fact that Palestine, the idea of Palestine and the Palestinian quest of a nation, is not a topic anymore for the Arab agenda. Why I'm telling so? Because if Netanyahu annexes the Jordan Valley and the northern part of the Red Sea and all the other settlement, that will leave what we know today as the West Bank as an isolated territory, basically enclosed within Israeli security forces. So they will have no access to any country in the world because they won't have a border to get out of their very own territory. These would obviously spark violence all across the Palestinian territories and will spark a reaction, a very harsh reaction from the Palestinian side. They have not a huge military power as of now, but they can create a lot of troubles, and they can definitely make Israel's security very shaky should they want to walk down that road. Is it to be taken seriously? As I said, yes, this time more than ever. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has a very, very strict, very, very close relation with President Donald Trump, and President Donald Trump has been on board in helping Israel to overcome obstacles they faced for many years. So this has to be taken seriously, way more now than ever.
Daniele, thank you for that report. That is our West Asia Bureau Chief bringing us the latest on Netanyahu's statement.